Guys, how are you doing? And welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Dr. Baby's channel. So if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and also click the notification bell so that each time I upload new videos, you will be notified. Today, I will be talking about how to transition from your provisional registration to full registration. So these are the highlights. Now let's start with the documents needed. So there is a list of documents that you need to submit at the MDCN office for you to obtain your full registration. Okay, so now first of all, during your rotation, for instance, let's say you rotated through obstetrics and gynecology, you would get a logbook. Okay, so it might not really be named a logbook, but it's more like a book you'll be given, and then you need to sign at the department and eventually submit to the HOD. Okay, so it's more or less like to assess your performance, skills that you need to have obtained, okay, for you to obtain your full registration. So for each of them, your senior colleague, the senior registrar, will definitely assess you, because definitely you've worked with them over a period of 3 months. As you know, you rotate through each department every 3 months. So in 3 months, you would have obtained a lot of skills. So they assess you based on your skills, okay? And then afterwards, you submit to your HOD, okay? So the HOD does the final assessment. And then, of course, usually the minimum you should get should be a C, because I feel most doctors, especially house officers, they put up their best. So I really don't think they score people less than a C, but definitely you want to have a B or probably an A in that. But regardless, it doesn't matter really. It doesn't affect your full registration. But these are documents that you might need later on, and you definitely want to have good scores. Most of the time, it's difficult for you to find the senior registrars, the consultants, and even the HODs, because sometimes some of them might even have to attend some conferences. But I know in that aspect, they always have someone on ground who would stand in for them. I feel like signing with the HOD is the easiest, but to find the senior registrars, or let me even say the consultants, that is a big deal really. Because now imagine you're done with ONG, right? And now you're in surgery, and the day you feel like, oh, let me go get myself sorted out, or let me go sign my logbook, you get there, the consultant is not on ground, and now you have to go back to your department, and the day you feel like, oh, maybe I could get signed, it just doesn't work that way, because you might be on call that day, the consultant might not be on call. So there's always that problem. But sometimes you can find some of your colleagues who are rotating through that department at that moment, and then you give it to them to help you sign. That is another way. But the only problem with you getting help is the fact that some of these consultants don't really know people, okay, because you don't really work with them as such, compared to the registrars or the senior registrars. Like, these are people you are on call with, you get to call them every now and then. But a consultant is like the last person you get to call. Sometimes you don't even call the consultant, because the senior reg would have handled the case on ground. So most of these consultants don't know the house officers, and in that way you might not really get a good assessment, because it will just grade you blindly, But if you went there, some of them might even recollect your face, that oh, you're that doctor, oh, this, and then probably tease you with one or two things and then grade you. Now, once your logbook is signed, the next thing you do is to take all the logbooks from the different departments. That's from surgery, pediatrics, obstetrics and gynecology, and then internal medicine. You collect all, which would have been signed by all the heads of the departments, okay? And then you take this document to the CMAC, okay, to the CMAC of the hospital. So now the CMAC is like the head of the hospital. So anything that has to do with administrative works, they would eventually sign you out, okay? So they would go through all your documents, confirm with the HODs, the consultants and then verify that, oh, okay, this person, and then definitely they will check other things like salaries and all that, because sometimes they extend people's internship, to be sincere, like when they don't perform up to the expectations, especially the consultants, like they extend. So after that, you wait for like a week or two if they are kind of proactive, but if not, trust me, that will take another 1 month. But eventually you get signed out, and then you get the final paper, which consists of the names. So they put people in batches, okay? So they file out these names in batches. So these are the names that you take to MDCN offices, okay? So that's where you get yourself registered, and it consists of everyone, all the house officers in your batch, because they don't give it to each person. So it's like a group of 10 doctors. So in that way, they file out the names. So these are one of the documents that you have to include with other documents, and then you submit to MDCN. The documents needed for you to obtain your full registration. Number one is evidence of payment for your full license, because as you already know, prior to this, you paid for your provisional license, okay? That was even before you started your internship. So now that you've completed your internship, you would have to make another payment to obtain your full license, which is a payment of 1,000 naira, okay? So usually, I know you're already aware of how the payment is being made. Generally, you go through remitter, okay? So you make your 41,000 naira payment, and make sure you always have your receipt. Then 2 will be your letter of introduction or cover letter, okay? So this is more like CV kind of thing, you introducing yourself, just saying something about yourself, right? Number 3 will be your Form B, Form E, and Form F. So these 3 forms can be downloaded, okay, from the MDCN website. But usually, I really don't know about where you did your internship, but where I did mine, we have a place where you can make photocopies, okay? So this guy is stationed at the doctor's lounge, okay? So he has all the documents, anything you want to print and all that. So you just go to him, he would give you the documents, print for you, and then you make a payment. But if you don't have an access to someone like that, you can go to the MDCN website and then download and print them out. Definitely, all these forms, there are 3 forms, so you would print them in 3 places. So that means you would have 9 forms in total. I don't know if you understand that. Okay, so you would have 9 forms in total, because a set of the forms will be for you. Another set will be kept at the hospital, and then the 3rd set will be the one you submit to MDCN office. I hope that is clear. Okay. Then the next document that you need will be a copy of your MBBS certificate. Obviously, your certificate, the certificate you obtained when you graduated from your medical university, you need to attach a copy. Then the copy of your senior school certificates. Okay, usually it's either WAEC or NECO. Means don't submit your original document. All the documents you would submit are all photocopies. Copy of your birth certificate or declaration of age, whichever one you possess. Now, a copy of your provisional license. Okay, so now immediately after induction, you obtain your provisional license. So you need to attach a copy of that. So if you don't have it with you, just go to your MDCN profile, okay? Right there, you go to my certificates. You would find a list of all your certificates, your provisional license, and your annual practicing license as well. Download it and then print a copy and attach it. Then your evidence of payment of insurance. Now, okay, I'm coming to all these things. So insurance, you have to pay for an insurance. Insurance is like 7,500 naira. So I don't think that's really a big deal. So I know, MDCN just wants to insure you in case anything happens, and the truth is, I feel like for doctors or healthcare workers in general, like we really don't know the danger that is right out there, right? And then we just feel like, oh, why do I need to pay for an insurance? Insurance is very important, because I've seen cases whereby some doctors die while on duty, and nobody prays for such, but insurance is important. So you pay for your insurance online as well, just as the same way you made a payment for your license. Okay, everything is on the portal, okay, the MDCN portal. So it's really easy. You just go to applications, and then, or maybe I would make another video on how to go about all this payments if you find it a bit difficult. So the evidence of payment of your insurance, and then lastly is the enemy building levy. Okay, so this is a bit corny because I feel like, why do we always have to pay? Like, why are you extorting doctors? Do you want to build all over the world and we've never seen a single building? So right now there's a dispute on the enemy building levy, but I feel like some people are just out there, extorting, making so much money from this. Right now it's at the court, but I really don't know, to be sincere. The truth is, just make the payments. It's 20,000 naira, so you make the additional payment as well. It is what it is. What can we do? Because without that, trust me, nobody will process your license, and you don't want to keep waiting. So once you have all these documents, you collate them, and then you take them to one of the MDCN offices. Okay, so it's not compulsory for you to go to Abuja. Just find any of these offices around you. So wherever you stay, look for the nearest MDCN office around you. Lagos is more like, kind of central, so I feel people around Lagos can easily just drive down or find your way down to Lagos to submit at the MDCN office there. But I'll list others. So there's Abuja, Ori, Lagos, the Enugu, and there's also Kaduna. So these are the 5 regional offices, I think, or zonal offices, I'm not sure. So but these are the 5 ones that are listed on their website. So go to any one of them. Now the advice I'm going to give you is this: the day you would go to submit your documents, try and go really early, because there won't be a back and forth issue of, oh, you haven't uploaded this, oh, we can't find this one, oh, we don't know where this one is, so in that way you get to do your running around, or if not, you have to go the next day and the next and the next. But if you're proactive and then you have all your documents and you go early enough and then you ask for help and pray for favor, you might get everything sorted out that day. So after submission, what next? Now, don't expect to get home and then log into your MDCN portal and then expect that you find your certificate, your license staring at you. No, it doesn't work that way. It might take a bit, let's say a week or 2 or even a month. Well, mine took a month really because someone from MDCN called me and said there was a document, my insurance was missing, because while I was making the payment there was a problem. I thought something happened kind of, so I think there was a mix-up. So I eventually sent him the receipt, contacted the insurance company as well, and then it was rectified, and he later on sent me a mail of the approval of my license. So I would advise, anytime you go to the MDCN office, try to make friends with one of them. You definitely want to keep tab on your documents, but trust me, it will eventually be uploaded, and that's it. So I feel like the major hurdle is you getting your full license, but once you have it, all you need to do is just to sit back and wait every year. The deadline is 31st of December yearly, so always make sure that before the 31st of December of that year you get your license renewed, and that's it. And then you wait. But I would like to call your attention to this: get someone's number and then keep tab. And you want to keep doing that every year. As you know, things in Nigeria, nothing is automatic. So if not, you will just keep waiting. Now imagine, like, your license is valid for 1 year, and in 2-3 months you don't even have it yet. It's not yet uploaded. So what's the point? So always have someone you can keep in touch with at the MDCN office to help you out. So yeah, so that's just all I wanted to talk about today, and I hope you found it useful. But if you have questions, you can always leave that in the comment section, and I would like to hear your experience while you got your full license or your full registration, because mine was smooth and I'm happy about that. But I'd love to hear your own experience. So guys, till another day, have fun and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you guys. Bye.